Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. DTC P0973 pertains specifically to a problem involving the shift solenoid valve A in the Honda Pilot models from 2016 to 2022. This trouble code is indicative of a short-circuit condition within the transmission's electrical system, primarily affecting the functionality of the shift solenoid valve, which plays a crucial role in the transmission's ability to shift gears efficiently. The shift solenoid valve regulates the flow of transmission fluid, facilitating smooth gear changes. Its failure can lead to significant operational issues, particularly the inability of the vehicle to shift into second or fifth gear, which is a fail-safe requirement to protect the transmission. This code is stored in the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, and indicates an electrical circuit problem rather than a mechanical failure. Understanding this issue is essential for effective troubleshooting. The DTC P0973 refers directly to a malfunction related to the shift solenoid valve A, a vital component responsible for the operation of automatic transmission gear changes. This solenoid is situated within the transmission assembly, and its role is critical. By controlling the flow of transmission fluid, it enables the vehicle to shift between gears smoothly. When a short circuit occurs in this electrical circuit, the PCM detects it and triggers the DTC P0973 code, which informs the technician of an electrical problem rather than a mechanical one. It's important to note that mechanical malfunctions within the transmission are not responsible for this error code, positioning it solely as an electrical issue. Understanding this distinction greatly aids in the diagnostic process, allowing for targeted troubleshooting efforts. Several underlying factors could lead to the emergence of DTC P0973. Primarily, an electrical circuit issue is implicated, which may manifest as a short or an open circuit that disrupts the flow of current to the shift solenoid valve A. A common problem may also arise from an open wire in the IG1 VB SAW line, affecting signal transmission from the PCM to the solenoid. Additionally, a faulty shift solenoid valve A itself can trigger this code, indicating a need for replacement. Another potential cause could be a short to ground within the wiring, leading to abnormal current paths that disrupt normal operation. Lastly, a defective PCM may also contribute to this issue, though it's less common. Identifying these root causes is essential to effectively resolving the diagnostic trouble code. The symptoms exhibited when DTC P0973 is present can seriously impede vehicle performance. Notably, a primary symptom includes the transmission being stuck in gear, which here translates to an inability to shift into both second and fifth gears due to fail-safe protocols activated by the PCM. This fail-safe protocol is a safety mechanism designed to protect the transmission from potential damage. Drivers may also notice engine performance issues, such as sluggish or erratic driving behavior, exacerbated by the transmission's failure to shift correctly. Additionally, the vehicle's dashboard may display a warning light, indicating the presence of this trouble code, along with potential engine performance issues. Moreover, the DTC is stored in the PCM as part of the onboard diagnostics, further highlighting the malfunction. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0973 involves verifying the reported problem using a Honda Diagnostic System HDS. Start by turning the vehicle to the on position, ensuring all electronic systems come online. Next, clear any DTCs currently stored in the PCM using the HDS. This is essential for resetting any transient issues that may have been recorded. Once cleared, start the engine while the gear selector is in the P or park position and allow it to run for at least 1 second. Following this, it's crucial to run a diagnostic check again with the HDS to see if DTC P0973 reappears. If it does, the failure is confirmed, and you can then proceed to the next step of diagnostics. If not, this suggests an intermittent failure, which calls for checking connections for potential loose terminals or poor connections between the shift solenoid valve and the PCM. The second troubleshooting step is to check the condition of fuse number C31, which is crucial in the circuit associated with the shift solenoid valve A. To do this safely, turn the vehicle to the off-lock mode to ensure no electrical current flows while you inspect the fuse. Fuse C31 is located in the under-dash fuse relay box, making it relatively accessible for inspection. After locating the fuse, visually inspect it to determine if it is intact. If the fuse is blown, replace it with a new 7.5A fuse and test once again for functionality. If the newly installed fuse also blows, it indicates a short to ground within the circuit that must be located and repaired before proceeding. If the fuse is found to be functioning properly, you can move on to the next diagnostic step. In the third step, you need to check for any open wires in the IG1VB sol line, specifically between the PCM and the fuse. This begins by jumping the SCS or short circuit simulator line with the HDS tool, allowing for accurate diagnostics. After jumping the circuit, disconnect PCM connector A, which houses several important circuits related to the transmission's operation. With the connector disconnected, turn the vehicle to the on mode while keeping the transmission in a ready state. Using a multimeter, measure the voltage between the designated test points. Test point 1 should correspond to the PCM connector A, pin number 1, while test point 2 should be connected to a reliable body ground. If you verify that there is battery voltage present, it indicates that the IG1VB sol wire is intact, allowing you to advance to the next troubleshooting step. Conversely, if no voltage is detected, it signals that there is an open circuit in the wire that needs attention. The fourth step in diagnosing DTC P0973 involves determining the potential failure area, whether it resides within the shift solenoid valve A itself or in the associated wiring. Start by turning the vehicle off and reconnecting PCM connector A to ensure proper electrical contact. Next, disconnect the connector leading to shift solenoid valve A. This step isolates the solenoid for testing purposes. After disconnecting, restart the vehicle and again use the HDS to clear any DTCs stored in the system. Allow the engine to idle in the P-park position for up to a second before running a diagnostic check with HDS once more. If DTC P0973 reappears, it suggests that the shift solenoid valve A is functioning correctly. You should then proceed to the next troubleshooting step. If the code is cleared, the shift solenoid itself is likely faulty and would need to be replaced. The final troubleshooting step for DTC P0973 involves checking for any shorted wires in the SHA line connected to the shift solenoid valve A. Begin this step by placing the vehicle in the off-lock state to prevent any accidental activations. Jump the SCS with the HDS tool to initialize the testing process. After performing that task, proceed to disconnect PCM connector B to further isolate the circuit involved. At this juncture, conduct a continuity test between the assigned test points. Test point 1 corresponds to PCM connector B, pin number 2, while test point 2 connects to a known body ground. If you determine that there is continuity between these points, it suggests that there is a short to ground existing within the SHA wire between the shift solenoid and the PCM, requiring immediate repair. Conversely, if there's no continuity, it indicates that the wire is intact, and the next logical step would be the replacement of the PCM itself. After completing the troubleshooting and making the necessary repairs, it's vital to conduct a final repair verification to ensure that the issue with DTC P0973 has been resolved. Start this process by verifying that all repairs have been executed correctly, confirming that there are no loose connections or faulty components. Subsequently, clear any DTCs using the HDS tool. Following this, perform a test drive under conditions similar to those during which the problem initially occurred. It's important to check for any reoccurrence of DTC P0973 or other related codes during this test drive. Doing so helps guarantee that the transmission operates smoothly without any shifting issues. Ensuring that all systems are functioning as they should is critical for long-term vehicle reliability. Preventive maintenance is key in ensuring that issues related to DTC P0973 and similar codes can be avoided in the future. Start with regular inspections of the electrical wiring to the shift solenoids, ensuring they remain intact and free from damage. It's also crucial to periodically check the condition of all fuses, specifically those related to the transmission, to avoid sudden circuit failures. Additionally, servicing the transmission on a regular basis, including fluid changes, can prevent overheating and component wear that often lead to electrical shortcomings. Lastly, maintaining proper transmission fluid levels adds another layer of defense against operational failures, ensuring smooth gear changes and overall performance integrity. In summary, DTC P0973 centers around a short circuit condition involving the shift solenoid valve A within the Honda Pilot. Understanding the electrical component roles and how they affect transmission behavior is essential during troubleshooting. Following the outlined steps not only assists in diagnosing the root cause of the issue, whether it's electrical wiring, the solenoid itself, or potential issues with the PCM, but also eliminates guesswork in repairs. After completing the necessary steps, implementing preventive measures is crucial. By promoting regular inspections and maintenance, future occurrences of DTC P0973 can be minimized, leading to a more reliable and better performing vehicle. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.